Emma Mitchell had always believed that life's greatest gifts often arrived wrapped in the most unexpected packages. At 32, she'd learned to appreciate the quiet moments, the simple kindnesses that made each day worthwhile. It was a crisp autumn afternoon when her roommate, Sarah, rushed into their modest apartment, her face flushed with worry. "Emma, I have the biggest problem," Sarah said, dropping her purse on the kitchen counter. "Mrs. Henderson just called. My mother fell and broke her hip. I need to fly to Boston tonight, but I'm supposed to babysit little Lily Crawford tomorrow. The family is counting on me, and I can't reach any of my backup sitters." Emma looked up from her laptop where she'd been editing photographs for a local magazine. "How old is the child?" "6. She's the sweetest little girl you'll ever meet. Her father, James Crawford, is a widower. Lost his wife 2 years ago to cancer. He's trying so hard to balance everything." Something in Sarah's voice touched Emma's heart. "I'll do it," she heard herself say. "Give me the address." The next morning, Emma stood before an elegant brownstone in the city's most prestigious neighborhood. She smoothed down her simple blue cardigan and knocked. The man who opened the door took her breath away, though not because of his obvious wealth or striking appearance. It was the exhaustion in his eyes, the weight of responsibility visible in the set of his shoulders, that made her heart ache with recognition. She knew that look. She'd seen it in her own mirror after her father passed away 5 years ago. "You must be Emma," he said. His voice warmed despite his evident fatigue. "I'm James Crawford. Thank you so much for filling in on such short notice. Sarah speaks highly of you." Before Emma could respond, a small voice called from upstairs. "Daddy, is Miss Sarah here?" "Come meet your babysitter for today, sweetheart," James called back. A little girl with golden blonde hair and bright blue eyes appeared at the top of the stairs. She wore a white dress with delicate lace trim, and she descended the steps with careful, practiced grace. When she reached the bottom, she looked at Emma with a mixture of curiosity and uncertainty. Emma knelt down to the child's eye level, something her own mother had always done with her. "Hello, Lily. My name is Emma. Your regular sitter, Miss Sarah, had to help her mother, so I'm here to spend the day with you." "I hope that's all right." Lily studied her for a long moment, then nodded slowly. "Do you know how to make French toast?" Emma smiled. "I do. My grandmother taught me when I was about your age. Would you like to make some together?" For the first time, Lily's serious expression softened into a shy smile. "Yes, please." James looked between them, relief evident on his face. "I have meetings all day, but I'll be home by 6. Emergency numbers are on the refrigerator." Lily's quite independent, but she loves stories and drawing. After James left, Emma and Lily spent a peaceful morning in the sunny kitchen. As they cooked together, Lily began to open up. "My mommy used to make French toast on Sundays," she said quietly, carefully dipping bread into the egg mixture Emma had prepared. "She sounds like she was wonderful," Emma replied gently, not rushing to fill the silence that followed. "I miss her," Lily whispered. Emma paused, choosing her words carefully. "Of course you do. That's because you loved her very much. And you know what? It's okay to miss her. It means she was very special." Lily looked up at her with those wise, sad eyes that children who've experienced loss often have. "Miss Sarah doesn't like when I talk about Mommy. She gets uncomfortable." "Well, you can talk about your mommy with me anytime you want," Emma said softly. "I lost my daddy a few years ago, so I understand a little bit about missing someone important." They spent the afternoon in comfortable companionship. Lily showed Emma her drawings, each one carefully preserved in a special folder. Many were of a beautiful woman with long blonde hair. "That's Mommy," Lily explained. "Daddy says I look just like her." "You do have her lovely smile," Emma agreed. As the day progressed, Emma noticed how the house, despite its elegance, held traces of loneliness. There were fresh flowers in every room, as if James was trying to bring life into spaces that felt too empty. Photographs of a happy family lined the hallway, frozen moments of joy that now existed only in memory. When James returned that evening, he found Emma and Lily in the living room, reading together on the sofa. Lily's head rested against Emma's shoulder, her eyes growing heavy as Emma's calm voice brought the story to life. James stood in the doorway for a moment, something tightening in his chest. It had been so long since he'd seen his daughter look so peaceful, so content. "Daddy," Lily perked up when she noticed him. "Emma makes the best French toast, and she let me talk about Mommy, and she didn't get sad or weird about it." James met Emma's eyes over his daughter's head, and in that moment, an understanding passed between them. She saw his gratitude, his exhaustion, his fierce love for his child. He saw her kindness, her gentleness, her authentic warmth. "Would you—" James hesitated. "Would you consider coming back? Sarah's going to be gone for at least 2 weeks, possibly longer. Lily seems so comfortable with you." Emma smiled. "I'd be honored." Over the following weeks, Emma became a fixture in the Crawford household. She learned that James had built his wealth through a technology company, but that success meant little to him compared to his daughter's happiness. She discovered that Lily loved painting and had her mother's artistic talent. She found that grief, while it changed shape over time, never truly disappeared. It simply learned to coexist with joy. One rainy Saturday, James came home early to find Emma and Lily baking cookies. Flour dusting their clothes, laughter filling the kitchen. He stood watching them, realizing that the house no longer felt like a museum of memories. It felt like a home again. "Emma," he said later after Lily had gone to bed, "I don't know how to thank you. You've brought something back to this house that I thought we'd lost forever." Emma set down her teacup and looked at him with those compassionate eyes that had first struck him. "You never lost it, James. It was always here. Sometimes we just need someone to help us remember how to find it again." As autumn turned to winter, something beautiful and unexpected began to bloom. It wasn't rushed or dramatic. It was built on shared moments, quiet conversations after Lily's bedtime, and the comfort of not having to pretend that life was anything other than complicated and wonderful and heartbreaking and full of possibility all at once. On Christmas Eve, as snow fell softly outside and Lily slept upstairs dreaming of Santa Claus, James took Emma's hand. "I never thought I'd feel this way again," he said simply. Emma squeezed his hand, understanding everything he couldn't say. Sometimes life gives us second chances when we're finally ready to receive them. And in that elegant brownstone, 3 hearts that had known loss learned once again how to embrace hope, proving that kindness, patience, and authentic connection could indeed heal even the deepest wounds.